Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your monthly reading for January 2024. This is for Pisces and Pisces rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional culture cross spread. I also use astrology in my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed with your reading, Pisces. I do this because you know I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it offers a lot more depth to your reading. So Pisces, happy new year. It's interesting to say January 2024 because we've been talking about it and for a long time, and we're finally here. Now, January is going to be, I like this month for you. Just looking at what's going on for you, there's a lot happening. It looks like there's going to be a lot of y'all are going to be in different places than you were like even 2 months ago, especially because so much activity in Capricorn. We hit the ground running. It's Mercury's no longer retrograde. It went direct as soon as the new year, and then Mars moves into Capricorn just 4 days later, and Mars is going to be in Capricorn all month long. Mars is exalted in Capricorn. This is a strong placement. Mars loves being a Capricorn, and this is your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and your goals and your dreams. This is absolutely amazing. So I really love this for you. One thing that I want you to know is that we do have a new moon in Capricorn as well. And so it looks like there is going to be something new that's happening, this new cycle in your life that has something to do with what you've been really hoping for and dreaming for. Now, the other thing is 11th house also rules your social network, your community, your, even LinkedIn community. And that could be a big thing for you because, we still have all this energy in Sagittarius for the first 2 weeks. And your 10th house of career, okay? But even still, there's a lot going on. Your 11th house is your friend. So you could be making new friends around this time. You could be joining a group, starting a band. Just think things of like groups, organizations. Social media is a big part of the 11th house too. So I really, really love this for you. We do have the biggest thing of all, Pluto moving into Aquarius this month. I'll do a separate video on that. That's a 20-year aspect. This is the first time Pluto's been in Aquarius since 250 years. Okay, so we're living through something that's once in a lifetime. I talked more about it in your annual forecast, but again, we'll talk more about that in a separate video because that's just a huge thing in itself. And for you, it's very interesting because it's going back into your 12th house. You rule it. You are the native ruler of the 12th house. So very interesting there. So let's go ahead and get started. If you are new to my channel, after I do your spread, I break it down week by week. I tell you everything that's going on for January, days for you to pay attention to, the best days of, the month and of every week. And also, some big aspects. I mean, we have a full moon in Leo that's going to be really, really nice. So anyway, let's get started, Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you for January 2024. Again, this is for Pisces and Pisces rising. If you want to read for your moon and your Venus, absolutely welcome to. If you know your birth chart, wow, that just flipped over. We'll see if that shows up in your spread. But what else was I saying? Yeah, you're absolutely welcome to. If you want to read for your moon and your Venus, I would recommend the moon. If you are here for work, there's a lot of stuff happening for y'all for work. And this full moon in Leo will be in your 6th house, and work is part of that as well. It's different from like the 10,000. I'll explain that later. But again, let's see what's going on for you, Pisces, for the for January 2024. So Pisces, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cultic cross spread. Really does bring the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Pisces, oh my gosh. Let's get to the chase here. Your 2024 forecast was insane. It was insane. It was so good. But you see how your life is just, and for a lot of signs, your lives start change. Like 2024, everyone's lives are going to change because it's a huge year. But I said that for a lot of people, it'll start in January, and it looks like it's starting for you. I don't even know what to say. Let's get started. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So Ace of Pentacles came up in your past. So it does look like, the fact that we have that new moon in Sagittarius in your 10th house of career, even if you're not here for career, just think like public recognition, how you want to be perceived in public, social status. Think of leadership, honors, achievements, even just your passions, right? But there's something that was like new happening for you, something like prosperous, something really nice. And I really love that for you, but you got the Ace of Pentacles. So, and the other thing is, remember, so Ace of Pentacles is coming from your past. This is a spread for January. And I know that I'm dropping this a few weeks early. So this could begin as soon as January. But hello, there you go. That's amazing. This is new. Aces usher in new change, new beginnings, new opportunities. But you see, this is the biggest pentacle in the deck. Okay. You see the golden pathway here indicating this new path in your life. And so, wow, you are definitely. And so, yeah, a lot of y'all could have gotten raises, promotions, bonuses, something, new jobs. You could have started your own business. You could have started a side hustle. Pentacles are also earthbound. So if you're not here for money at all, it's just, there could be something that came into your life that was, in your material world, right? So a new car, new house, a baby, even like something brewing that brought like wealth into your life. All right. And now you've got the Chariot in the heart of your spread, which is absolutely amazing. This is going to be really nice for you. Remember, this is a monthly reading. The Chariot is attributed to Cancer, which is your 5th house of pleasure, of love, of romance, creativity, self-expression, procreation even. So I absolutely love this. Chariot, this is all about moving forward. It's like leaving. It's like, boom, we're kicking off 2024, and I'm really kicking it off. This is leaving those things that you do not need in your past, like staying in the past. I really love this for you. It's also a lot of like, feeling a lot more confident moving forward, feeling like, if there were any stresses, any doubts, feeling a lot more confident about your path and where you are at in January. This is absolutely amazing. Looks like you're going to be learning a lot of things too. And it's what you want. It's really, you see what's happening here. The other thing is that there is almost like, a leveling out is an energy it's almost like let's think of balance. Like things are just finally like balancing in your life, right? I really, really do love this. You have a great spread. You did get the 4 of Wands in your challenge area, so keep that in mind. This is, looking at your entire spread here, 4 of Wands is all about milestones, it's a celebration card, okay? So it could just mean that there is a little bit of you spending more reflective, introspective time still as you move through January, rather than going out there and like Happy New Year and like this and that and like, we're really going full force. But I would encourage it. Actually, I would encourage it, especially with all these planets in Capricorn in your 11th house, which is such a social house. But the other thing is like there could be something, I think I mentioned milestones earlier. There could be something that hasn't happened yet and you're getting there. Okay. Keyword yet. So something like maybe like a proposal or a new job or something that you've been wanting hasn't happened yet because you're getting there. I'll even just go ahead and show you what you got your future. You got the Death card, so your life is about to change. But you did get the Hierophant in your crown, so this is absolutely amazing because the hair, first of all, Hierophant in your crown, he wears the triple crown. This is someone who has so much like knowledge, but on a really deep level, a lot of wisdom, even like spiritual knowledge, right? He is a connector between, the divine and our physical reality, big influential leader too. Like a lot of, in terms of like groups or organizations are associated with a Hierophant. So it could be you thinking about, maybe starting, like I said, like a group of your own, an organization of your own, maybe your own rock band, whatever you do. Pisces, you do you, but there is a sense of people looking up to you. Maybe you're thinking that's the big shift that's been happening in your life. So it's really nice. I mean, it can be at work. It can be just a community you belong to. It can be family, whatever, resonates with you. But there is a sense of just like a lot of even structure that's coming through too. Even, highly associated with the Hierophant. So remember what I said earlier, like I'm just feeling like more of like things leveling out for you, and in this way where you're just getting a little bit more intuitive, and you are already intuitive, Pisces. Y'all are like the most psychic out of all the signs. So really just being in your element, but with this forward momentum. Now, you did get the Five of Wands in the Rudier spread. So keep that in mind, because the Five of Wands, there could be something, a little bit of like egos at play this month. Listen, Mars in Capricorn will do that. Pluto moving into Aquarius, Pluto already being in Capricorn, it's still going to be in Capricorn for the first half of the month. And there could be a lot of like egos at play. I'm not saying that it would be you, but just be there could be some sort of like competition even that's happening, all right, in your world, that play fairly, play nicely, if there is, all right. There is going to be, and this card is a card of severity, right? It is a challenge card, but it is the least, right? When you look at the card, it's kids swinging their wands in the air. So there's always got to be someone who stands up and says, hey, y'all, let's just see eye to eye. We'll move forward faster. Okay. It's almost just like a little roadblock that could happen in January. But it's like not worth your time roadblock. So it's like one of those like annoying things that you have to work with, but even still, like, what comes after the Five of Wands is the Six of Wands. Okay. So, it could be something that you want. Just don't get like, about it, because remember, you have the Four of Wands in your challenge area and the Five of Wands in the root of your spread. So there could be something that you really, 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 really want, and now you're feeling a little like, okay, what's happening? Why isn't this happening yet? And you may get a little like about it. Okay, but again, it could also be this competitive environment. When I say competitive environment, if you're putting out a resume, you're not the only person applying for that job, right? If you are, just entering the dating scene, you're not the only person swiping right on someone. If you are, putting a bid on the house, you're not the only one, right? So that kind of competition too. But just remember, be patient, have that balance in your life. I feel like you will, and then you're good. You have Scorpio. Well, the Death card ruled by Scorpio, by the way, in your future. So you're absolutely good here. You're absolutely good. I mean, your life is changing. This is a card of like this big transformational process happening in your life. Very auspicious too, with the sun coming out in the back. The sun being all about abundance and opportunity and vitality and growth, and a lot of protection here. With you see the skeleton fully armored. Okay, you see the white rose and the white horse, purity, right? Even the skeleton itself. What out of our body endures the longest? Bones. This is indicating this change, something new you're moving into that has this really long shelf life, potential for this really long shelf life. I'm even going to show you too. You even see coming out of his helmet the red feather that you see in the Fool card. All right, so something new is brewing. Let's get to your stuff. I love this for you. Pisces, if you like this reading, would be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you're looking forward to for 2024. It is going to be a game-changing year. It's going to be really big. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you, so I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. And then, this is very interesting. There's definitely going to be a little bit of like conflict that is going to happen. Again, just trust your intuition. Again, you have the Hierophant and the Chariot. Okay. And then you have the Death card, which I, mentioned was ruled by Scorpio, and Scorpio is not only, rules the eighth house of like intuition and whatnot, but Scorpio for you, particularly Pisces, is in your ninth house. Okay. And so that is spirituality. All right. So now you have the Two of Swords. And so there is this link that's happening here because this is very interesting. Two of Swords is attributed to Moon in Libra. And so Libra is your eighth house, which is ruled by Scorpio. Do you see all the like little connections here, which is very interesting, very, very interesting. So definitely take that time out because remember I said trusting your intuition, really tapping into your, your spiritual side. It's for your spiritual growth, even personal growth. But really just, listening to your, inner voice, being in touch with your higher self, all that's going to make a big difference with the Two of Swords here, right? This is all about just going within, having that introspective, like I said earlier, and it's showing up again. And so you see the sliver of the moon, all right? Intuition, okay? And then also, you even see with the Chariot card, the slivers of the moon on his shoulders. Okay. So again, intuition. So really trust your intuition. It looks like you're going to have to make some gut decisions this month, especially with the Five of Swords in your external factors area. So this is going to be very interesting. And again, I'm getting more of, there's two things happening here. One, this card is attributed to Aquarius. Remember what I said. Pluto is moving into Aquarius in your 12th house, all up here. So a lot of like subconscious stuff. And it could be like a lot of internal like conflict, especially because the 12th house is, self-sabotage energy lives there as well. Even like facing fears and whatnot, but it is in your external factors area, and you did get the Five of Wands in the root of your spread. So there really could be something that is, it's almost like there's this big step toward this next chapter in your life, but then there's still something that may be in the way of that, and you're gonna have to play nice. Be very diplomatic. You see everyone else has dropped their swords, okay? And so you have to ask yourself, is this battle worth it? Can I drop my swords? Can I choose my battles wisely? Don't forget, you have the Five of Wands. This is asking you to be a leader, to lead her up. And again, it could just be like some egos at play here, but at the end of the day, you want to be the better version, not only like the better person in this situation, like a better version of yourself. You're going to be, I feel like you're going to be fine though. Look at all these major arcana, but then you also got the Queen of Cups. Okay. Intuition. Like she is the most intuitive queen, the most psychic queen actually. And she is Cancer. And so, Cancers are so nurturing and they're so like, in touch with their emotions and whatnot. And so it seems like that's exactly what you want anyway. So I think that you will be fine because you also got the Two of Pentacles in your final outcome. And so very interesting. There is going to be something that you're good. It looks like you're going to have to give something up for something to come through. And again, it can be just something deeply subconsciously rooted, or it just can be something like there may be something conflicty that is just, again, like this. I'm getting just more of like something like annoying energy that you just have to like, okay, like I just have to deal with this, and then I can just keep moving along. But with the Two of Pentacles, it's also there could be like something coming through. All right, the thing that you want, it's like you may have to have like it may be something that you've never had to experience before, is something that is coming through, but remember. So it could be an offer about something, and that's your transformation here with a Death card in your future. But again, remember, there may be like a little bit of resistance to pay attention to, and it just may be like egos at play, and you do not like that. You do not like that. But remember all these powerful placements that are happening in January. But again, remember that balance energy that I was talking about earlier. This is a card of imbalance. So you want to find that balance, all right? And so that's why I'm saying like there may be something that you may want to have a firmer grip on, to to have that balance. There may be something that you want to completely drop to have that balance. It's, every Pisces is different. Every Pisces is going to take a different message away from this. So whatever resonates with you, and because they are pentacles, it can be something that have to do with money, or, maybe like a new job offer or something, or maybe you're a freelancer or whatnot, or, maybe you're taking on too many projects and spending not enough time with family, it's whatever resonates with you. But it's, again, that balance, that leveling things out, especially with a Chariot and the heart of your spread. So Pisces, let's break it down. First week of January, the main thing is Mars moving into Capricorn. Again, this is like your hopes and wishes, with on a rocket ship. Okay. You are going to feel this like right away, but again, also your social network, groups you belong to, organizations you belong to, you could find a lot of activity around there. Mars, keep in mind, Mars is, even though the planet of like ambition and drive, it is an aggressive planet. Okay. Mars is aggressive, and Mars is, like I said, exalted in Capricorn. So, you could just really also just be getting very serious into the things that you want. So let's see what's going on for you for the first week of January. Oh, wow. You're good. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So remember I said Mars moving into Capricorn, your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and your dreams and whatnot. But you just got the Wheel of Fortune, and it's like you've got all this luck on your side. This is a card of, good luck, good fortune, karma, right? You're definitely good. You're definitely good. It's a game-changing card. 10, 1, 0 equals 1, new beginning. So it does look like, with a new year, things, like I said, can people can start feeling their life change right away. You got the Death card in the future and the Wheel of Fortune, and this is pretty insane. Really, really nice. I would also say communication is really key for you this month. Be careful with the way that you speak. If there is a situation that arises where someone could be trying to get your goat, don't fall for that, okay? Because Mercury is very active, and then the second week, which we're going to now, Mercury does move into Capricorn. But even that with swords, remember, swords are, not only like, logic and thought, it's communication too. Now, the second week of January, what I love, I would pay attention to the 9th, the Sun trining Uranus and Mars sextiling Saturn, okay? Remember, Saturn is in your sign, all right? Sextiling Mars is a great thing, all right? So there could be something really nice, unexpected news you receive, something just sudden and lucky that happens around this time for you, okay? And it has this... Saturn brings that longevity energy. And remember, you have the Death card and you have the Wheel of Fortune, the card of luck. So really great. And then we have that new moon on the 11th, which is absolutely amazing. New moon in Capricorn. Again, this is your 11th house, your hopes and your wishes. This new moon brings a lot of abundance, a lot of new beginnings, a lot of opportunities around this new moon. New moons do start new cycles, okay? Jupiter and Saturn are actually really harmonious around this time too. And Pluto, which is in Capricorn in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and your social network, groups you belong to, is conjuncting this new moon. So really powerful new moon, okay? Very powerful new moon. And then on the day after, Mars is trining Jupiter. So you see how it's just absolutely amazing. Jupiter expands. Jupiter expands. Jupiter is profit. Jupiter is luck. Jupiter is, wisdom too. So really love this for you. Let's see what's going on for you for the second week of January. You got the 8 of Swords. Okay. So there is going to be a sense of like, you may be getting in your head about something. And I'm not surprised. You have 2 challenge cards here. And then you also have the 2 of Swords. And now here's when I say you really need to get out of your head, because you got the 2. Not only get out of your head, but also be willing to face fears. Remember what I said. Pluto is a planet that asks you, are you going to own me or are you going to fear me? That's how powerful Pluto is, okay? And so just keep that in mind, especially because you got the only two cards in tarot where they are wearing blindfolds. So it is a lot of like, really go within to do, to face your truths, all right? Should anything come up the second week, all right, where it is something that you may have to answer to or be honest with yourself about, all right? The Eight of Swords, first of all, is a Gemini card. So this could be something that has to do with home related matters, family, parents, children, maybe a significant other or a realtor because it is your fourth house. But secondly, this is a card where like I said, this self-victim card. So it is just like not facing anything that you have to and just really like, ducking for cover. Is that a right phrase? Well, I'll clarify for you. I'll see we'll see what's up here. Yeah, you got the King of Cups. Okay. So, again, more Scorpio energy. The King of Cups at Scorpio, again, that's your ninth house of spirituality. So if you can turn inward, face all your truths, you're going to be fine. If you find yourself in a situation where it's like, where you have to make a decision, again, with the Four of Wands here, with the Chariot and the Five of Wands and the root of your spread, with a Death card next to the Five of Swords, there again can be something that you really, really, really want, but there may be something in the way that you just have to figure out, how do I get past this? And, but actually still taking that action instead of like not doing anything, right? With that Eight of Swords. And if you can do that, you're going to be absolutely fine. You're the King of Cups. You got the Queen of Cups too. So you have the pair here. And so this is emotions. This is feelings. This is being on top of emotions. This is being emotionally stable. This is being in touch with your intuition. You're going to be fine as long as you face anything that you know that you have to face. Now, the third week of January, I really like Mercury sextiling Saturn and Mercury trining Jupiter. That'll be on the 18th and the 19th respectively. And then this is obviously, we'll talk about this in the weekly readings. Really good time around this time to have important conversations. You could be signing contracts around this time too. Good time to have an interview if you're interviewing for jobs. Negotiate. Time where you could see it like the big picture and things. And also like remember Jupiter's faith too. So having a lot more faith in things that are happening. Seeing things, and even having faith in yourself. And then, of course, on the 20th, we move into Aquarius season. And then that's when Pluto moves into Aquarius, which we'll talk about later. So let's see what's going on for you for the third week of January. You got the Hanged Man. Really nice. So not only did you get Hanged Man, you got the Death card. And so the Hanged Man is actually, interestingly attributed to Neptune, and Neptune is in your sign. So this is really, really nice. The Hanged Man is, you see the halo around his head, right? So a lot of enlightenment. You see the smile on his face. He's ready for this transformation. In fact, the Hanged Man comes, it's number 12, right? Comes right before the Death card. So he's preparing himself for this big transformation. So by the third week, you may feel that. Remember I said the day that, was it the 19th when Mercury trines Jupiter? It's almost like that's around the time where you may start seeing things and it's like having faith in yourself and like, now you're prepared. Now you're ready. Now you're like, okay, now bring it on, life. I want this big change. And a part of the Hanged Man is making a lot of surrendering those things that, again, that are not serving you well. And a lot of it can be on a really deep level, especially with the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. Really introspective. Again, don't forget you also have the Chariot and the heart of your spread. Don't forget you have the Hierophant in your crown. Don't forget you got the Death card, the Queen of Cups. King is so a lot of, again, intuition energy. Really trust your intuition this month. Now, the last week of January, the big thing is the full moon in Leo. Okay. And that is going to be a very nice full moon. It's going to be very loving, very loving. We'll talk about that more in the weekly. That one is going to be, Your sixth house. So everyday activities, habits, routines, but it's also like a lot of work related matters, more in like the process of work of like hiring employees and things like that. But health matters are part of the sixth house as well. Uranus goes direct the day after that. And then we just have like this string of like amazing days. Mercury conjuncting Mars, the same day that Venus exhales Saturn. Absolutely amazing. We'll talk about that in the weekly. But that's powerful. That's really powerful. And then again, that's all in your 11th house. There's a lot of like, by the way, a lot of things that are happening this month where someone that you know, someone within a group that you belong to, organization you belong to, or even just a friend could be the one that introduces you to someone that, you know, connects you to your hopes and wishes, or maybe the person that connects you directly to your hopes and wishes. So keep that in mind. 28th, best day of the month. Venus trining Jupiter, love and money, big day for love and money. Same day that Mercury trines Uranus. So this is all about surprises and breakthroughs. So again, we're talking about Mercury here. Mercury in your 11th house, not only your social network, but your hopes and wishes. Now, Mercury is a planet of communication. And so, again, really, really nice. And remember, I said Venus is trining Jupiter. Jupiter is in your third house of communication. So you have so many great days of like important conversations that you can have where you have a lot of luck in your favor. But again, 28th is just a really dynamic day. So let's see what's going on for you for the last week of January. 10 of Wands. So there is going to be something that, again, it seems like there's going to be something that is coming to, especially career, okay? Something coming to an end in terms of career, or you could just feel really like coming after the hangman. There could be a lot of like, just be careful about working too hard. There's a lot of burden that comes with the 10 of Wands and a lot of big energy of like distraction, like distracting yourself from seeing the big picture. Remember, it's coming right after the hangman. So again, with the 8 of swords and the 2 of swords and the 5 of swords, I would just be careful about that. Just again, trust your intuition and know when you're taking on too much, if you are taking on too much. The other thing that's happening here is that, again, there may be this breakthrough moment that you have because 10 is the end, 1-0. So if you have been working really hard, this is it. This is it. Because this card is it's a Sagittarius card. Okay. And so that is your 10th house of career. If you're not here for career, public recognition, fame, honors, achievements. I'll clarify this one for you too. Just because it's really interesting coming after the hangman. Yeah, it looks like you're going to have a decision. You're going to have a big decision that you're going to have to make. And it's more about like, what am I investing in? Is this worth it to me? Here's the interesting thing. Remember from the very get-go that I said, something that you want may not be happening yet. And then it's almost like you're going through this transformation. There may be something in the way. And then you have the 5 of Wands. Remember I said what comes after the 5 of Wands? Well, the 6 of Wands. And you got the 6 of Wands, which is a card of victory and success and public recognition and rising above. So you're good. You're absolutely good. Just continue to move forward. That is almost like the biggest message, okay? You see, he's moving forward. He's moving forward. He's moving forward. It's just like, keep moving forward. And if you do find yourself like in a situation where you are questioning a lot of things or doubting a lot of things, don't bring that upon yourself. Just continue to move forward and have faith in yourself. Have faith in yourself and have faith in trust your intuition. Okay. That's going to make all the difference. But thanks so much, Pisces. You're good. You're actually good. Yeah, you're going to have some moments, but this is, again, a month with a lot of powerful aspects, a lot of them really auspicious, but Mars exalted in Capricorn is great, but it can also be, Mars can be really aggressive. And then Pluto is very active when it's changing signs. So, and very active this month too. So anyway, Pisces, thanks so much. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's happening. And if you're a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. I will see you next week. All right. Bye.